This is the story of the time that I paid my cat back for stinking me out of the apartment. But first, howdy my peeps. If you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome. I'm Heather from Mornings with Heather. And if you're coming back for more, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. Let's get into this story though, huh? Okay, a disclaimer. If you find farts gross, this is not the story for you. And in case you were wondering, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. All women fart. All of us. Every last one of us. We fart. It's part of being human. But anyways, okay, so I lived in a 600 square foot apartment, which is not huge, but it was plenty for Romeo and I to live in. If you don't have cats, or maybe you're not aware that cats are usually pretty proud of their own stench. So for about a week, Romeo was going and using the litter box and then strutting his stuff when he came out like, hey, guess what, Mom? You smell that? That's me. That's my scent. You like it? That's right. I did that. And I mean, it was awful. It was horrible. Like tears to your eyes, paint melting off of the walls, that kind of stench. He did it to me one more time, and it was so bad that it made me physically have to leave and go outside of the apartment. So I went out on my patio, and I left the door, I left the screen open so that it would air out. That's how bad it was. Well, the following night, I had seafood and broccoli. Not on purpose. It was just one of those perfect storms, if you will. And it was perfect timing. So of course I went with it. So I got home from my boyfriend's house, and all the while, like everything I had just eaten at his place was kind of brewing stuff in my stomach. So I sat down in my recliner, put my feet up, and Romeo joined me, and he liked to sleep on the footrest of my recliner in between my legs. That's one of his favorite spots. Still to this day, I don't understand it. But anyways, he was laying in between my legs, and I decided I was gonna go have a cigarette. So I got up without disturbing him, which is a trick that I've learned how to do a long time ago, long before this ever took place. So I got up and I went outside. I had a cigarette, but while I was out there, I felt it brewing, like I was about to have a decent fart. So I held it in because the footrest of my recliner is perfect for being at or close to butt level, and my cat was still there. So when I went inside, I scoot backwards a little bit, aimed my butt at him, and let it rip. And it stunk, you guys. Like, the word stink doesn't even describe the smell that came from me. Like, I would normally tell someone that they needed to go get checked at the hospital when something stunk this bad. But anyways, so I let it rip, it stunk, and he starts doing this number to the air. And then that face that cats make when it smells really spicy. The face that they make. I'll insert one here. of them making the stank face, so to speak. I literally had to go back outside. That's how bad my own brew stunk. Anyways, that's the story of the time that I got my cat back for stinking me out of my apartment. Okay, since that story was a little bit short, I'll go ahead and tell you one from high school. Alright, so this one takes place I think I was a sophomore. Yeah, I think I was a sophomore. And my best friend and I used to like to create mayhem, but innocent mayhem. Like, we weren't trying to hurt nobody or anything like that. Okay, so this story takes place at lunchtime in our high school. During lunch period, all the girls, besides my friend and I, enjoyed going to the bathroom to powder their nose. I didn't start wearing makeup regularly until I started this channel, honestly. And it's just never been my thing. But Anyways, my friend and I, we decided we were going to the bathroom, use the bathroom, and while we were in there, it was close to lunch period, so I told her to go get me some wet wads of paper towels, and that's exactly what she did. She grabbed some wet paper towel wads and handed it to me under the stall. We waited until these preppy girls, or the pretty girls, what we used to call them, the pretty girls. We waited until the pretty girls came in, and I proceeded to start making fart noises, fart noises, with my hands. And then I would throw a piece of wet paper towel into the toilet, and it's a splasher. And yeah, you could just hear them like gasping for air and like, oh, I can't believe that's coming from a young lady. Oh my gosh. Well, I didn't have a problem being the face behind that particular prank. So I walked out, before anyone had a chance to get out of the bathroom, and wash my hands. And I'm not even kidding you guys. I had every girl that was in there using the mirror for their makeup just looking at me. Like, I could feel the eyes burning on the side of my face because they were just grossed out. So yeah, that's the story of the time that I grossed out some of the pretty girls at our high school. But if my content made you smile or laugh, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, because those things help me out, and I always appreciate when you do. But that's all I have for you on this one. So until next time, stay happy, stay healthy, and most of all, stay blessed, my friends.